So you don't have to counter if you just push damage. So if you're bad, like me, you can just push damage. Alright, so let's do solo Thaemine on the Sharpshooter. Let's see, I think stagger? Period, question mark? See how this goes. I don't know how annoying it'll be to do it on Sharpshooter. Loyal Companion would be probably a lot better for solo modes. Be a lot more chill anyway. So we got 1640 Sharpshooter. He is only level 69. Engraving support, Death Strike. A mixture of shitty gems and good gems. More shitty than good. And the main thing will be Destruction Bombs. See how we do. Since this is like 1610 entry, if you have a 1640, you're gonna be plenty strong enough to do whatever you wanna. Initiate tornado butt plug. It's the stupidest skill. Fuck me. I don't have a counter up. Yep. Alright, good. Let me see if I can just push this. So you don't have to counter if you just push damage. So if you're bad, like me, you can just push damage. And this, if you're new, you just run around and dodge the blue thingies. They're kind of delayed and falling, so you don't really have to worry about it. Let me snipe you. Use this. Ah, good. The problem is I need my counter to build meter. I guess I could avoid that. Anytime she does that, you want to get away from behind her. And then this, if you get counters, she pops up in the air. So you have to Control C on this to knock her up in the air to initiate this. That's why you have to do that. So if you get counters and you aim the thing you get after a counter on one of those little spots, then it'll pop her up, but otherwise you gotta save the Balthor. And you might as well just do that. Just plan for it. And that's a counter every time. That's a counter again, I can't get it. I mean, as long as you're pushing damage, you don't really need to worry too much about these. Because she'll just phase. So this is another destruction bomb. And then those get slurped in. And this part, you're gonna run over these eyes in normal. In this, you really don't have to worry too much about it. And then at about 38 bars, she's gonna do these red line attack. It's like a... And that's when you're gonna cast your Balthor again. So right here, she's gonna start doing this red line, and then you cast Balthor, you stand in it, and then she's gonna go into this like super mode, and this is where you wanna use her hyper. And you just kill her. And if you get hit by one of those eyeballs, you get taken down to like 0 health, and then these little ghosts chase you and you have to run away from them. So you can be bad like I am and still clear this. So for Gate 2, there's no bridge mechanics, which is kind of cool. So you don't have to worry about that. Really, battle items are kind of irrelevant for this as a result. This guy has the same exact attack every time at the beginning. He does this kind of like split AoE attack that you can tuck yourself inside of like this. And then he's really got only a couple of moves. Like he zoops himself backward like that, and then you gotta get behind him. And then he does this shit, which is a good DPS opportunity. I didn't get that counter. This, you just run around and he tries to get somebody. If he grabs somebody, he does an AoE attack, and you can kind of jump through it. I can't get that counter. Oh, good. every time I charge my sniper, he just fucking plops that shit right on my head. There we go. Fuck you. It's going good. And for this, you counter one, and then you counter him. So you dodge, you come down here, you counter this, then you get up here and you have to do the counter. Then you can attack him a little bit, throw your butt plug at him. Let him land, come down here. So he slurps you in. And then you gotta... Oh, there's no counter there. That's right. And then there's no bridge. It's very jarring to experience. Avoid the yellow. I feel like you could technically do the Azina there, and it might do the thing. I feel like that is possible, because that's the same animation that happens when the Xena. I feel like that could be a thing. But I'll have to test it next time. Okay. Okay. It's going good. No! Okay. So it's the opposite color of him. So this is purple in. And I think it's just 3, yeah. And I think you get enough from the one thing to be able to do this. that's a counter. Oh, thank you. You might be able to skip that if you had more damage. Like, I don't have enough for the hyper there, so I didn't worry about it. But you get enough meter back during this to be able to Thaemine again, so you don't have to worry too much about that. I'm gonna pot up just in case I get stoned. Alright, so this one, you wait for the one to reveal himself, he'll go blue, and then you go to his, you dodge to his side, and then you Thaemine. So one of them will always do that, and you dodge to that one side. And that's the part that you can use your time stop for if you're uncomfortable with that. So it time stop wise, you just would jump to the side that that one's on, or just time stop and then jump to the opposite, and then. But it's worth practicing that, because you got to be kind of quick with it. What's also kind of nice about these solo modes is it teaches you some of the sidereals, so that when you're doing it with a group, you can actually lead a party if you want. Especially if the interaction works for the beginning of that with the Xena. If somebody knows that it works that way, let me know. I don't think we need stagger. We could do like movement speed, I guess. And then you could bring time stop if you're worried about the red thingies. So this you go to the side his hand raises up on, back there. Wait for the explosion, and then you go in. And you're always wanting to kind of stay behind him. Unless he does this one, then you actually want to be in front. And not to his left. It's telling you, it's training you what to do, but I just spacebar into those regardless of what it is, and makes it easier to not worry about screwing it up. Spacebar in, then you watch the pattern. So this you go spacebar, and then you just stay on him. And you could reverse directions on that, but if you're close, it won't give you a mark like that. And then since it's just you don't need to worry about the blue thingies, otherwise you would take those out. And this is the sword. The timing of that's so weird. Is it just one? Oh yeah, you just do one. Okay. Oh, that's dead. Okay. Very good. I never know which one that one's gonna be. I'm sure there's a way to know it, but... That pattern can knock you off if you're not in a safe spot, or if you kind of don't jump into it. And for that, you just always do a little bit of damage and then go find your safe spot. So for this, the red ones are always gonna attack you. So they line up and go for you, so you kind of bait them, and then you move after you see the red line go out. So on normal, you do that kind of baiting to protect yourself. In this, it literally doesn't matter, so... And then this, I think you just take the thing every time. So you do your clash. And it's 3 of these, which is different than normal or hard. So this clash ends this section, so you don't actually have to do damage and stuff. I don't know what happens if you miss the clash, but you should do the clash. And this is rotate when you're at this point. And then this, you avoid his front. With a group, you don't want to do anything too jarring, because you might kill people there if it's targeting you. This is like a kind of an opposite thing. And then this you just, I'm letting it break because I got damage. There's also another clash there. So if you're low on damage, you want to take that clash. But I'm trying to get this to about 100 bars. And I should get pretty close. You stay close after that, because he does the AoE knockback. Alright, so I'm at about 100 bars. So now I just want to chill until he goes over here. So we'll do this, try not to die. He's gonna do one more. This way, stay put. At this point, and then you should do Nineveh. So we cast Control Z here, and then we're using our Hyper, and he's dead. So and then we'll be forced to go and kill our clone. So you do the typing test, kill your clone, and then it's over.
This place is darkness. Thamine's power itself.
Feel strong.
And for this movement, he will never go to where he just was. Through the whole thing, it's really good to just like he goes down and he does the slash, and then you just go to that spot, because then that becomes like a safe spot. If you're ever struggling with positioning on that. So the walking here is backwards. You gotta push your character with your mouse. And then again, you're pushing your character in this position. And then if you got level 7 legs, you just auto attack him. Your level 7 leg transcendence gives you that. And it makes that part super duper easy. So if you're doing your transcendence, make sure you prioritize your legs for that, and also because you're buffing your party. And then that's Thaemine solo mode on the Sharpshooter.